All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. And this time we are tackling something pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Um, Adam Sandler's Family Vacation,
Right.
which, he's known for his comedies.
Right.
Um, but this one really seems to have struck a chord with people. And we've got some articles here talking about, box office numbers and even critical reception, which is not always the case with Sandler films.
Right.
That's kind of interesting. So let's dive into that.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with this one.
So first of all, this movie made a boatload of money, like
It did.
$65 million domestically on opening weekend.
Huge.
I mean, that's the biggest comedy opening in 10 years. So
Oh.
clearly people were ready for something.
Yeah, they wanted to laugh.
Yeah, they want to laugh. They want to have a good time. And
Right.
And it seems like they got it. And globally, it's made over $500 million already, which is,
That's wild.
which is nuts. It's like on track to be one of the top grossing films of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be up there with those superhero movies.
Yeah.
And the big action blockbusters, which is pretty rare for a comedy these days.
Yeah, and I mean, especially considering it's 2025, we're talking about a lot of these movies are,
Right.
CGI explosions and things like that.
Sequels and prequels.
Yeah, and so for an original comedy to come out and just do gangbusters like this is really interesting. And you were mentioning like his career, and he's kind of all over the map. He's got
He's done it all.
he started on SNL and then did all those like, kind of goofy comedies like Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore and and Waterboy, and then even like more recently he did that really dramatic turn in Uncut Gems,
Right.
which got him some critical acclaim.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that was like a whole new side of him.
Yeah, so it's like, where does this fit in? Is this like a return to form, or is this like?
It's interesting. It's kind of like a mix of both.
Yeah.
I think, you see glimpses of that classic Sandler humor, but it's a little more mature, a little more nuanced.
Right, and one of the things that stuck out to me is, we mentioned the box office numbers,
Right.
but the reviews are actually really good. I mean, this is not something.
I know, this is surprising.
Yeah, this is not something you typically see for an Adam Sandler movie, but it's got like a 78% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes,
Which is amazing for him.
which is unheard of.
Yeah. Yeah, you usually see like 20%, 30%,
Right, exactly. Yeah, and so, I mean, that's got to say something like, what are the critics saying specifically? Like,
Well, they're saying that, it's actually a well-made movie.
okay.
The writing is sharp. There's some heart to it. It's not just silly jokes. One review even called it Sandler at his most relatable and heartfelt,
Wow.
which is not something you'd typically associate with him.
Yeah, I mean, you think of like, him getting hit in the groin with a golf ball or something like that. You don't think of.
Exactly, slapstick.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, so it's interesting that they're seeing something different in this and that it's resonating with them.
Yeah.
And it's not just the critics. Like we wrote in, it seems like social media is blowing up about this too.
Oh, yeah, people are loving
People are sharing their favorite moments and
Right.
saying how much they laughed and how much they cried and like.
It's a feel-good movie. It's what people need right now.
Yeah, it seems like it's really hitting that sweet spot of like, good, clean fun for the whole family.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, what do you think? Is this like a sign that he's kind of changing directions with his career?
It's hard to say. One movie doesn't necessarily mean a complete shift.
Right.
But it does show that he's capable of more than just those silly comedies.
Okay.
And maybe this is a direction he wants to explore further.
Yeah. I mean, would you go see another Adam Sandler movie after seeing this one?
I think so. Yeah. If it was in this vein.
Yeah.
Something that's funny and heartwarming.
Right.
Why not?
Yeah. And he's got that built-in audience already.
Yeah.
People who grew up watching his movies.
Exactly.
They're now adults. They have kids of their own.
They're ready for something they can watch with their family.
Yeah. So it's really smart for him to kind of tap into that market.
Definitely.
And I mean, what do you think it means for the future of comedy? Like, is this
Well, I think it shows that there's still a place for feel-good comedies.
okay?
In a world that's often filled with so much negativity,
Right.
people want to escape. They want to laugh. They want to feel good. And this movie delivers that.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's not like, super highbrow humor. It's still Adam Sandler we're talking about.
Right.
But it's finding that balance of like, still being funny and entertaining,
Yeah.
but also having that heart.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a really interesting case study, I think, for,
Yeah.
how to make a successful comedy in today's world.
Yeah. And how to evolve as a comedian, stay relevant.
Right. And I mean, think about it. I mean, how many people from that SNL era are still, making movies and are relevant today?
Not many.
Yeah, not many. So he's clearly doing something right.
He's found the formula.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what he does next. I mean, is he going to continue down this path of like family-friendly comedies?
Yeah.
Or is he going to go back to, the more R-rated stuff or maybe even more dramatic roles?
Oh, who knows?
Possibilities are endless.
Possibilities are endless.
But I think it's safe to say that, Adam Sandler's career is far from over.
Oh, yeah. He's got a lot left in the tank.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. So there you have it. Family Vacation, a surprisingly successful and critically acclaimed comedy from Adam Sandler. So what do you think? Does this signal a new chapter in his career, or is this just a one-off hit? Let us know your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. And in the meantime, if you haven't seen Family Vacation yet, check it out. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, let's keep this conversation going.
All right. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.